Hi guys, hope you are doing well from wherever you're watching me, depending on your time zone. Now, there's a story that has been doing online for the past 5 days between the nominated Senator Millicent Omanga and the Kenyatta University student Beverly Kwamboka. That story has a funny beginning, whereby Beverly Kwamboka, despite being a student, she's also a chips vendor in Nairobi, where she's trying to earn a living which can at least enable her to put a food on her table and at the same time help her in her studies. So Beverly Kwamboka, in her hustle, she was experiencing problems when it comes to raining and doing her business at the same time. So she decided to go ahead on Twitter to ask for anyone who can help her with either a shade or an umbrella which will enable her to continue with her business even when it is raining. And Millicent Omanga saw an opportunity on that tweet where she went ahead to send her team to reach out to Beverly Kwamboka and sort her out. So this is what Senator Millicent Omanga posted on her Facebook after her team reaching out to that lady. Beverly represents the true Kenyan spirit of hard work. Despite all odds, she has maneuvered through harsh economic time to earn herself a decent living. I saw her request on Twitter asking if she could get an umbrella shade for her chipo. So she continued to say, on top of the umbrella shade, I have boosted her business with stock which will at least ease her burden and generate more income for her. So that's what she put on Facebook page. But there's something she tweeted on her Twitter handle. So let us check on that. Beverly Kwamboka is now sorted out, umbrella, cash and stock to boost her hustle. Mvua au maji haitamharibia biashara tena. Now let's go and eat those chips. So you can see the difference there. On Facebook, she's talking about delivering the umbrella and the stock. And now on Twitter, there's an additional thing. She's now mentioning cash. So you see the difference there. So you will see even in that picture, the team representing Omanga was holding on a sack of potatoes with an intention that they were presenting these potatoes to that lady. And the lady is holding another sack, which is a small sack of potato. So according to this team, the big sack is the one that they were delivering to her. But now things are different when you listen to Beverly Kwamboka, her side. So this is what Beverly Kwamboka tweeted on her Twitter handle. For clarification, Team Millicent Omanga only bought Waruza 350, came out of the vehicle with 5 umbrella, took photos, returned them and gave out 1 and 2 apron. Hiyo mambo ya cash haikukuwa, plus stock ni ya 350. Hizo waru gunia kubwa I had bought and started the day. So it tells you that this team already had started manipulating. Number one, they came out with 5 umbrellas just to take photo. Then at the end of the day, they returned 4 and left Beverly with 1. And then 2 aprons, 1 for her and another one for her sister, because she was doing this business with her sister. Another fact is that now she's clarifying that the big sack of potatoes is her own stock, which she had already acquired in the morning. So Team Omanga came with a small sack, but they want to claim that the big sack is the one that they delivered. Again, she's clarifying that what Omanga is putting on her Twitter, that she sorted her out with some cash also, was a fake it was a fake delivery. Yani ilikuwa tu ni pesa hewa. So when you follow this story carefully, it demonstrates or confirms to you that Team Millicent Omanga and the Hustler guys are to some extent selling scam to Kenyans and the youth whom they are purporting to be helping in terms of their small businesses. Now, we are continuing with our punchline discussion, but a quick reminder before I forget. You might be watching me and you have not yet subscribed. Please consider subscribe so that any other time, once we come out with a video like this one, you will always get notified. Again, to all the channel subscribers and anyone who drop comment, I must say thank you so much for your unconditional support. Let us keep on subscribing. Let us keep on sharing this video out. Now, back to our discussion. So as I told you in the beginning, Millicent Omanga hakuacha complain from there. Even yesterday, she went ahead to post on her Facebook page, and this is what she said. Omanga empowerment ni business legit. I understand that my political enemies are busy trying to tarnish my name through an innocent, hard-working lady that I had earlier supported by boosting her cheapo business. It's understandable that having promised heaven by my opponent, she has agreed to downplay all the support I gave to her. She goes ahead to say, Beverly, I forgive you because I did all that with a clear heart, and please forgive me if I also did not meet your expectation. Now, that is Senator Millicent Omanga. Anyway, all of us agree and understand that we are heading to 2022 general election on August. And all these politicians are seeking to be re-elected. But it is now coming out clear that those people who subscribe to the Hustler Nation, the guys who are supporting William Samoei Ruto, and those people in UDA Party are trying to use every means possible. And in all their game, we are going to learn that these people are mainly using lies to sell their policies outside there, to appeal to Kenyans and to create a perception that they are pro-mwananchi, they are pro-poor, they are pro-hustle people. Hata wamenyang'anya vijana the name hustler. Because these are rich people. Now they are using the name hustler. But the real hustlers ni hawa watu kama akina Beverly na sisi hapa who are trying out there. But these people are using the advantage of the situation that youth are in. And another big problem here is that youth also are easily falling into this guy's trap. Because number one, why did Beverly decide to betray herself by allowing these guys to use a sack full of potatoes that she has bought in the morning for a photo and claim that they're the one buying this sack for her? Yet they were presenting the small sack. Then later, she go ahead to expose them later. That's the question. And again, the sack that they bought for this lady is just worth 350. And if you see that big sack, you can tell how much she used to buy those potatoes. Again, another funny thing is that they are coming out with 5 umbrellas. After taking photo, they return it to the car. Then leave her with 1. So it tells you that these people are using every means possible to portray outside there that they are really helping so many people. But in really sense, they are doing very, very little on the ground. So this is part of exposition of what William Samoei Ruto is selling to wananchi outside there. Because if you follow this story very careful, you are going to believe that anyone who is a supporter of William Samoei Ruto, hata wale wenye wako wanadanganya siku hizi, they are masters of lies. Because even it is still in public domain, there is allegation that even William Samoei Ruto himself, some time back, when he used to give huge money in harambes and in churches, for example, he will come with a bulk of like 10 million shillings. Then at the end of the day, he will tell the bishop, nimeleta hii 10, lakini ujue 5 ni yako. So after I present it for the picture in public, utarudisha 5 na ubaki na 5. So there is that allegation in public. Hatujui kama ni ukweli, but people have talked about this. That's how he has been operating before. Though as of late, tumeona now he's only giving 1,600,000 and below. Amepunguza. So these people generally have been learning from William Samoei Ruto what he has been doing before. And now they are doing the same thing. But the problem is that they are not managing out this issue, and it reached to an extent where they are now being exposed out. But again, in the other side, I believe that this is good so that these people are being exposed as early as possible, such that anyone who goes ahead to elect someone like Millicent Omanga, sababu najua nataka kuwa woman rep wa Nairobi, you simply understand that you are electing someone who cannot deliver what he has promised. Someone who will use a propaganda way once they get to power. Because if Omanga can cheat you now, if he can propagate issues outside there, then come out to claim that it was true and amend later, what will change Millicent Omanga when she become a woman rep of Nairobi County? What will change? So, again, it is good for Kenyans to see this as early as possible. It also happened with William Samoei Ruto some time back when he was giving wheelbarrows and mikokoteni. I was told with some people who are going there that Ruto was giving one wheelbarrow to a group of 10 youth. So when you see watu wako kwa ile compound wamejaa, one wheelbarrow inapewa watu 10. I was wondering, wheelbarrow is worth 1,500. Na kwa sababu alikuwa na source from Oscar Sudi, it means alikuwa na part maybe with one wheelbarrow like 800 shillings. Then you call 10 youths to give them that wheelbarrow. Na wale watu walikuwa wanapata mkokoteni, I'm told you had to organize yourself in a group of 20 youth. And it should be a registered group. Then he will go and present one mkokoteni to you as a group. One mkokoteni, how much to buy one mkokoteni? So, these things started with William Samoei Ruto. And all of this group is now following the suit. So, as we go to 2020 general election, if these guys will not have enough resources to continue with what they have been doing from the beginning, I'm sure they're going to be exposed more and more as we go forward. So people might think that it is Omanga alone in this issue. If you take careful, even Didim's brother did the same. You give someone a contract, at the end of the day you don't pay. Then the guy come in, lock the door, and you end up slapping the person because of anger. Now you have been umeaibishwa in public. So all these people under the umbrella of Hustler Nation, under the umbrella of the UDA, and even Senator Johnson Sakaja challenged William Samoei Ruto that you are saying you will be offering 100 million to each and every constituency once you become the president. And according to his calculation, it was turning out that if William Ruto will give 100 million, then it means everyone in that constituency, and not even everyone, some people in the constituency will end up getting 2,000 shillings per year. So the question is, how can 2,000 shillings sustain someone in the village there, or as a small scale business? How can it sustain you? Unahitaji kulipa school fees, unahitaji kufanya ukulima wako, you need to eat, and you need to continue with your life. So it's all lies at the end of the day. These guys are simply selling lies to Kenyans without blinking an eye. But the funny thing is that we have some youth who are even falling into this trap.